welcome. How nice. But just for the sake of it, I'll introduce myself. My name is Jordan Parker. I've been an attorney for at least 3 years now, and in December I quit my job. I figured I'm 31 years old. It's time to focus on my real passion, not working. It's good. I enjoy it. And actually, it gives me a lot of time to really explore myself, learn things that I like. And I've been trying this new hobby that I'm really into. It's called LARPing. Do you guys know what that is? That's live action role playing, where you act out fantastical situations in real life. And I've been playing this game that I really like, and it's called Pretend Obvious Observations Are Utterly Fascinating. You all may know it as dating. Wow, you're right. The restaurant does close at 3 p.m. That is so interesting. Can I please do stuff to you now? Yeah, but as you can tell, I'm single, so and the unfortunate thing about not working is I'm left to my own thoughts a lot, and I'll be honest, I live alone, you get a little depressed sometimes, and my family and friends tell me maybe it's a, nutritional thing. You know what they say, you are what you eat, and I'm like, shit, that means I really gotta stop going down on all these goth chicks. But don't worry, I realized it was unhealthy Thank you. I realized it was unhealthy for me, so I changed my diet. I dated a Republican. And, but now, instead of being depressed, I'm consumed with blinding rage. But I can't explain why in any logical or factually supportable way. And I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the Mexicans and the Syrian refugees. Why won't the mainstream media tell you about the Mexugees? Aw, you guys are fun. But actually, I have dated 2 Republicans in my life, and both of them asked me to choke them during sex. Which surprised me, but apparently being obsessed with the reproductive choices of others makes you kind of kinky. And I was a little weirded out by this at first, but I decided I'd give it a try, and I surprised myself. I actually liked it. It was quite the turn-on, physically and politically. Obama's not a Muslim, and upper-class tax cuts don't pay for themselves or stimulate the economy. I get very highbrow in my dirty talk. Thanks. But just like anybody who is 31 and realizing that they are completely out of options, I've started online dating. No, don't cheer. It's not something I'm proud of. When I first moved to San Diego 3 years ago, I tried J-Date, which is dating for Jewish singles. But you have to pay to get access. It's a great business model there. Market something specifically to Jews that they have to pay for where they can get it elsewhere for free. So naturally I took the sluttier free counterpart, J-Swipe, better known as Jewish Tinder. That is a real thing, and I do really use it. And I've been having a nice chat with a lady this week, and things got a little hot and heavy. So I took a sexy picture of my stock portfolio. Ooh, I like me a Jewish boy interested in long-term planning of his financial future. Yes, it's true. All Jewish women sound like grandmothers from old country. But of course, my favorite site of all of them is the original, actual Tinder, because it is the greatest inspiration for me, because if I ever reach a writer's block, I just ask my female friends, what was the last message you received, and I read it verbatim. Because nothing is crazy or funny than any of the weird stuff you girls get online from us. And Tinder is an amazing social experiment in what guys will do if they can be anonymously creepy with no consequence. You see, if you're online, you can say the awfulest things to women and then just do that to everyone and nothing happens. In the real world, you will get corrective behavior, like a drink in the face. And hopefully you will learn, like after a guy talks to a woman, wipes the drink off his face, note to self, test subject did not respond well to pickup line. Hey girl, what's the difference between me and a couch? My couch pulls out. I'm not that clever. That's not my joke, but the setup was mine. So, just to be clear, no joke thieving. And we just, and guys, we just get so weird so quickly. I'd like to dedicate the next joke to Candice Marie for being inspirational and continuing to date despite knowing what online dating is. She received what has to be the worst message I've ever read. Guy, this is his first impression. Well, this is his best foot forward. Hey girl, do you eat ass? Because if you don't, that's cool, but if you're into it, I do. Part of me thinks chivalry is dead, but then maybe that's exactly how it always has been. I mean, my grandparents died before I was born. Maybe that's exactly how it went, you know? They met in the late 20s, and he approaches her. See, everybody's always snapping like, hey, sweetheart. In the 20s, everyone talked like Humphrey Bogart. Hey, sweetheart, I've been eyeing you across the room all night, and you're the finest lady I've ever laid eyes on, and I've been working up the courage to ask you something mighty special. Yes? Do you eat ass? Because if you don't, I do if you're into that. And boy, he did. And that's how I knew that was the man I wanted to marry. I'm sorry, is this something that has come up before? That, like, I relate to that. Is this the new must-have requirements? Must have good job, must be loving, must eat ass. Is that like the sequel to Must Love Dogs, Must Eat Ass? I don't know, 90s joke. But my other friend got into real trouble because she did the most dangerous thing you can do as a woman online anywhere. She expressed an opinion. And he told the guy that she was feminist, and his reaction was, "Oh, you're a feminist? Let's get together and hate fuck about the patriarchy." So she responds like a human, goes, "Wow, that's gross. Why would you think that's okay?" So him, perplexed that a woman would contradict him, says, "Oh, well, as if you'd be all hot and bothered if I approached you like, hi, I'm Faggy McNerdpants. I'd like to buy you flowers, take you out to dinner, and cuddle you with your consent, of course." And I know what the rest of you ladies are thinking. Who is this Faggy McNerdpants? And is he single? Because he sounds like he knows how to treat a lady. My name is Jordan Parker. If you like this, please vote for me.